SVPI was formed a half a dozen years ago to provide a platform to help new affiliates form and grow. It started out providing infrastructure, developing SharePoint and Salesforce, coming up with knowledge sharing and archiving activities, and coaching to help our new EDs and board chairs get up to speed. In the last few years, it's continued into partner leadership and growth, developing conferences, the Chairs Forum, and giving people opportunities to share on the SVPI board.
Many SVPs tell me and tell our board that one of the most important benefits of being part of the network is being able to speak to an SVPI board member or talk to another executive director. And that kind of support, that mentoring, lending an ear during certain periods of transition is going to continue to be an important service offered by SVP. But I also think that the network is ready to stretch, to take our work to a next level, and we're going to be looking at how we do that over the next 3 years.
While the last 5 years of SVPI's growth has been focused on infrastructure, the next 5 years we believe will be focused on how to increase our individual, our SVP, and our network-wide impacts on social change. Towards that end, we formed a strategic planning committee in February and also engaged the full board in a design thinking, creative process to percolate up ideas around how we can be more impactful together.
We had a series of network-wide teleconferences in September, and they generated a terrific conversation about the future of the network and generated a lot of really interesting ideas about our vision and values.
Again, we see this transition as a transition from infrastructure to how we work together to build our communities, from being a responsive organization to being more proactive and more aspirational, from periodic interactions and collaborations to more ongoing sustained pilots of things that we can try together towards sustained collaborations, essentially providing the current offerings plus expanding on the cross-SVP, the cross-network, and even the ecosystem impacts that we can have on social change.
I think the most exciting outcome is hearing partners express their pride in being part of the Social Venture Partners Network and their readiness to get involved in thinking about and planning for our future. I've really seen each year a dramatic increase in awareness between and among SVPs. They are really interested in knowing what's happening in other places, how other SVPs have grown and developed. And it's moved beyond sharing best practices into how they can share programs, share investments, and replicate successful events like LASVP's Fast Pitch, Minnesota's Social Entrepreneurs Cup, Dallas's The Big Bang.
When we think about next steps, we'll really be taking what we've heard here today and developing that into some draft mission statements, strategic priorities, and tactics, which will again circulate with all of the EDs and the board chairs and any other SVP members who are interested in commenting on it.
Social Venture Partners exists because of the partners, and we want to hear from as many as possible. We've got very strong leaders throughout the network, and I value their insights tremendously.
We urge you to take your time to be part of this process because it's really your organization, your potential.
I think that by the end of the conference, some clear themes and issues will have emerged that will give me and the SVPI board very strong direction about our goals for the next 3 years.
One of my big learnings through the strategic planning process so far is really understanding how much we've already been collaborating. It's quite an amazing awareness when I see the power we've had just in our early baby steps in working together. And I firmly believe that we have this unique window now to really transform our communities together.